Big Brother, Big Bear AI has been making waves in the AI space, securing key government contracts and expanding its machine learning capabilities. Now, with AI demand surging, this stock has seen some serious long term, I would say, potential. There's still a lot of things in question here, but when we look at it, it's been making some big moves the past few days. As you can see, it's recovered from $2.60 up to about $3.60 in just a matter of days. Now, right now, it's a little too early to tell since the market hasn't opened yet. But once it does, we'll be tracking every breakout and opportunity live inside of StockMate. So if you want to watch me trade live in real time, hit the second link in the description. So take a look here. This recovery is starting, but it's at a key resistance level. We know the company's been getting a lot of really great contracts, but again, we had this mapped out. This previous resistance here at $3.70, and that's where it's at right now. So it's critical that it breaks above this level in order to continue some of this momentum upwards. If we see it break above here, let's say in market open, or maybe even a dip down to this EMA before continuing up, but we see it break above this level, we could be in a really good position to trade Big Bear AI. Now we have some long-term positions. Just to disclose, we started covering the stock back in early November, and we have an average purchase price of $2.80. Now it's been volatile. Right now it's at 360. At one point it was at $10 a share. And right now you can see it's just knocking on the door here of this previous support that we'd like to see it break up into. Now, when it comes down to the technicals, that's how things look. There's a lot of lines here. Good news is it broke out from this downtrend. It started to consolidate and pushed up above that blue EMA. You see that? So that EMA, that blue line, was acting as a resistance. I don't know if you guys could see, hide the drawing there. It was acting as a resistance, but it just recently started to consolidate left to right and break up above that EMA. That's really good indication that we could see it maybe recover into these previous levels. Now, if it does, that would be a recovery here about 34%. If we get to previous highs, we're looking at 200% possible increase. So I'm keeping a close eye on it, and I'll keep you guys updated as the market opens here just in a few. But when you take a look at BBAI stock, one of the things that surprised investors was their financials, because we saw this revenue. It was up all in the green. You see net income in the green, year over year looking good. Then revenue started to fall a little bit in quarter three, and they made $41 million in revenue, but still lost 12 million. And then in December, they made 43 again, or 43 million, but they lost 100 million. So that net income went down. Part of it is what we're hearing is that there was more debt that they're paying off, and you can look at some of the numbers, take a look into their income statements, but they have aggressively been pursuing some of their paying off the debt that they had. And you can also take a look at their company. I just went to the airport recently, and when I went to the airport, you know how they have the new scanners where they scan your whole body, or they have, new ways of scanning your passports or things like that. But this is the company that has developed the tech that scans your face when you walk through security. And not only does it scan your face, it processes all profiles at Denver International Airport and also at Heathrow Airport and others. And you could start to see that that's a growing trend. They're starting to get more contracts, and they're working with the US government in Border Patrol, travel and transportation, manufacturing, warehousing, even healthcare, which is interesting as well. And you look at some of their partnerships like Palantir that they have, or their new CEO, who in the past has worked in Homeland Security and Border Patrol, or border security. To see them get their tech out there and start to see them in real life, in the real world, is pretty cool. And I think that, I laugh because we say Big Brother, but essentially, like, Big Bear AI is positioning themselves to be one of the go-to security AI companies that the US government uses as a tech company. Basically can help process and identify threats throughout transportation. And also, they got contracts here. You can see U.S. Department of Defense awarded the company a $13 million contract. So they work at Department of Defense, Secretary of Defense. You could see their supply chain management, all of their partnerships. You can see that Palantir one. They look good. The net income drop is what really kind of hurt them in that earnings call. They really dropped off after their earnings, broke below that 200-day moving average, and now we're in this recovery mode. So based on where we're at, critical level here, as we get into it, we'll see if any opportunities present themselves. A break above this $3.70 range would be key, and we look for recovery. Last thing before we look at the potential profit and the plan for trading this, take a look at the Fibonacci. So if you look from here and you want to see a recovery, let's say into some of these previous upper levels, the higher levels there, we're looking at a buy range according to the golden ratio here, which is what we find it's oftentimes accurate. I mean, if you look at the levels, they really do match the support and resistance oftentimes. It's quite crazy. But you can see here, it says essentially it's not a buy until we see it break above this $4.50. If we bring our Fibonacci to previous highs, it's actually funny, but it's saying around the 200-day moving average is where we would see more bullish. So you buy in 0.618, you look to sell on a conservative trade in this pink area, on a really good trade up in this blue area, and then everything goes amazing. Obviously, that's previous high recovery there would be up in that purple, that lighter purple. So as you can see, it's still kind of indicating down, but breaking out, and we'll see if it breaks above here. If it drops a little bit at market open down to this EMA, we potentially will trade it as well. We'll just have to see how it reacts with some of the news coming out in the start of the week. If you guys want to watch me trade live again, it's that second link in the description. I'm going to be opening up at market open, and you can see my entries and my exits, and surround yourself with other traders and investors. It's StockMate. It's the second link below. We got a sale there. It's not going to get any better than this. Would love to see you guys there live. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.